What's up guys, it's Grant's Comics here, and today we'll be reviewing the Mighty Thor #1 right here. Boom. And the cool thing about this issue is a wraparound cover. So let me get the okay, see, here's the front obviously, and here's the back with the Destroyer and Captain America. And if you go like this, right there, it shows, the whole picture with Thor blocking the Destroyer and Captain America on the ground. But it's a very cool cover, very cool issue. Love me some 90s goodness. I love 90s comics. It's like my favorite thing, but here it is right there, boom. So this story starts off with a guy who has kids in a daycare center, and he threatens the authority by saying, if you guys don't give me Thor, I will throw these kids off the building and they're gonna die, basically. So the authority was getting all nervous, like, oh my god, we need Thor. And as they were in luck, because Thor heard it and he was like, did someone call me? Does someone want to talk to me? I will go and talk to this person and calm this person down so he doesn't hurt kids. So he goes in the daycare, and the funny thing is that the one of the officers doesn't believe that Thor is real. So when he saw Thor, he's like, oh my god, Thor is real. And so Thor goes in a daycare center and tries to convince the man not to throw these kids out of the building. And when this guy sees Thor, he's also like, oh my gosh, you're Thor. So he gets all excited about seeing Thor, and he tells Thor, well, since you're here, I want to see Asgard, and as you're seeing this guy talk to Thor, and you think that he's nuts or he's on drugs or something, but he really means it. He said it when he was with Thor. He's like, I always wanted to meet you, I always wanted to see Asgard. So of course Thor takes the guy with him. He goes to Asgard, but when he arrives to Asgard, he sees that the Rainbow Bridge is destroyed, and he gets all upset. And the guy who is a Thor fan, he tells Thor everything's gonna be alright. So he basically turned into from a psychopath all the way to a guy who met Thor and just calmed him down, basically. So he turned into a psychopath, then a therapist for Thor, basically what it is. And then after you see like Helena, and you see like this witch person, so obviously Helena is the goddess of death, and you see her for like one panel. You see Thor meets up with Jane Foster, who, if you guys know, Jane Foster is the female Thor, but at this point she's a doctor and she retired as the female Thor. So Thor brings his fan to the hospital because he needs mental help, and Jane Foster basically meets Thor, and he's like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a while, and talks with him, and Jane says, what happened with you in the Avengers? And Thor basically explains that I'm a god who likes to work alone and stuff like that. So Jane basically tells Thor, but you've been with the Avengers for so long, and the Avengers need you because you're kind of like the powerhouse of the Avengers, other than the Hulk, but you're the second best in the Avengers if you disclude Hulk. She didn't say it, if you disclude Hulk, but if you think about it, if you don't include Hulk, Thor is one of the second strongest Avenger in the Avengers. I think Hulk is the strongest, not only Avenger, but the strongest hero in the Marvel universe. Not even the Thing can compare to the Hulk. But yeah, so Thor finally helps the Avengers. He meets them at the docks where it was fire and crazy stuff happens, and the other Avengers are happy to see him. Captain America especially, because Captain America and Thor, I guess, were good friends. Obviously, because Captain America and Iron Man does not really have a good relationship, but I guess Captain America and Thor has a better relationship than Captain America and Iron Man, and I guess that makes more sense. So Thor goes to the docks to help the Avengers saves these regular citizens from the craziness, the fire, and all the crazy stuff. But the person, or should I say, the machine who causes this riot or this fire and stuff is the Destroyer. Yes, the Destroyer. The big robot that was in the first Thor movie. Yeah, he's the antagonist in this issue, in this one right here. And that's why I showed you that the Destroyer on the wraparound, he's behind this issue, because he is the antagonist. So the Destroyer, the Avengers fight the Destroyer, chaos happens. The funny thing is that the Destroyer, it talks. Yeah, I never knew, maybe because I don't look into the Thor comics that much, which I probably should, but I never knew the Destroyer could talk. So he talks, he basically tells Thor and the Avengers that I'm better than you, I can beat a god, I can beat a super soldier, and I can beat a magical witch. He basically says he's better than anyone in the world. So they go crazy. They try to defeat, no matter how much times they hit the Destroyer. Destroyer just comes back up and hits the Avengers and stuff like that. It's crazy, it's chaotic, it's cool at the same time. And they're just like, towards the end, you see the Destroyer finally destroyed Thor, and Thor is like on the ground, weakened and stuff like that. So Destroyer finally gets the chance to defeat Thor, but this is only issue 1. So I'm gonna read the next issue maybe tomorrow, and I want to see what happens to Thor, if he comes back to life, stuff like that. And if he does, obviously I'm gonna review it for you guys. But I'll give you guys a look at Thor #1 real quick, right there. Really cool 90s cover. Right there, here's the front. And I'm going to show you guys the back one more time. Right here. Here's the front, right here. And here's the back with Destroyer and Captain America. So he doesn't have the round shield, he has the regular shield. And here is the wraparound, what it looks like. Boom. Really cool. But anyways, that's gonna be it for now. Make sure you guys like the video, share this video, and make sure you tell people to subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright.